last night there was a double contra dance in Peterborough, so there was two different bands, but they were both quite good. They were really talented young people.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook, but so it was good, huh?
Yeah, it was really good. There was one point where I was dancing with somebody and we were like looking at each other like, there's only 3 musicians. Like, what are they doing with those? It's like sounded like so many people up there, and what they were doing with their, it was like, I think that time they had 2 violins and a guitar, but honestly, it sounded like other things were there. It was amazing. And then one of the bands had a cello, which is always, it just, that, having the depth.
This was a benefit, right?
This one wasn't. I don't think so.
There's been a lot of things that I think there's a benefit here this afternoon. Or,
I think you might. No, I can't.
But some fun people.
Oh yeah, that's the one with Wendy Keith.
Wendy Keith and Walden Whittam. I don't know. The other people are familiar faces, but I.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I know, I told him to play it loud.
I think the intonation's out a little bit.
The what?
The intonation's out a little bit, I think. I have it set up, so it doesn't always sound.
Does that have to do with where the bridge is?
The bridge and also the neck. There's a rod in the back. Tighten
And that affects
Which
the
side do you want to be on?
I think that affects the action.
Because that's how we rehearse. Yes. Stay away a little bit from the microphone, so actually in the microphone and regular chat. That sounds weird. Woo! Oh, wait, you can hear me from here. Are we started? Yes. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that
voice might be one and the same. What do I keeps it's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da dee da da doo, la da 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 dee da da doo.
I totally forgot the words. Yeah, same. You're fine.
Thank you, girls. That was lovely. Good morning and welcome to the Keene Unitarian Universalist Church, or KUC as we call it. We're proud to be a green sanctuary and a welcoming congregation. My name is Carol McIntyre Peel, and I've been a member here since 1987. Over that time, I've been involved in the RE program as a teacher, RE commitment committee, and led a covenant groups. I'm involved with the annual green sale. I currently help with the budget committee and the personnel committee, and I'm a member of the board of trustees serving as the clerk. We're happy to welcome those of you who are watching our service live stream from the YouTube channel. If you're new to the sanctuary, you are especially welcome. Each week we have an ambassador to answer questions. Is there an ambassador today? Carol White. After the service, please join us for coffee and tea and conversation in our parish hall through the doors to my right here. We hope you enjoy your time with us so much that you will make it your Sunday morning practice. Our service today centers around early childhood education, with our featured speaker being Alicia Deaver-RISE, the director of the RISE program. Children are always welcome in our sanctuary. The noises they make are precious. Your cell phones, a different matter. Please put them on silent mode. Once again, welcome.
Good morning. I invite up, now I lost my place. Betsy Zimmerly to light our chalice. And if you could all join in the chalice lighting words, they're in the order of service. We light this chalice, a spark in the darkness, kindling the embers of imagination within us. May its flame ignite wonder, fuel dreams of justice, and illuminate the path toward what could be. Thank you, Betsy. And if you can rise as you are able and join in singing hymn number 118, This Little Light of Mine. Now, this is not in your order of service, but I wanted us to have a moment to remember Memorial Day, as it is Memorial Day weekend. And I thought I'd share a tiny little story. I didn't write it down, so give me a moment for my senior moment. So when one of my sons was a child and through high school, and even now, he had a best friend, and his friend's father was the head of cardiology at a big Boston hospital. Now, this cardiologist had a son who, during the Iraq War, enlisted as a Marine and was going to be deployed to Iraq and was deployed to Iraq. And the surgeon asked for a sabbatical, and he volunteered in the field hospitals in Iraq. And I talked to him and I said, why are you doing this? What compelled you to do this? And he said, well, it's not likely. I hope that I never have to work on my own son, of course. But there are so many dedicated medical professionals that serve on battlefields. And I felt that I needed to step up and be one of those medical professionals, and any soldier that I worked on, I would see as family. And I thought he was a hero to me. He still is a hero to me. So I invite you now to bring to mind all those heroes, all those people who ever served in our armed forces, and all the people who support the people who serve in the armed forces. So just take a moment of silence and think of all of them. Thank you. And now I invite up Mallory Hicks to lead our time for all ages.
Okay, good morning. I think I will now invite Annie, Violet, Ruthie, and Ernie to join me. And you guys can just kind of hang out for a minute. While I take the rest of you back to your childhood, back to front yards, schoolyards, and playgrounds. There are some games that span generations and cultures, passed from child to child, like secret songs. They benefit our brain as much as our hearts, and they have a bonus of being fun. Today, we are highlighting hand clapping games. You might remember Miss Mary Mack or Patty Cake. When I was a kid, Miss Susie had a steamboat, was a really popular one. Maybe you know ones I haven't mentioned. Maybe you and your friends made them up all on your own. These little games were more than a way to pass the time, though they certainly did that too. They are a part of living traditions carried by children all around the world, in dozens of languages and cultures. The words might change, the rhythms might shift, but the spirit of play remains the same. Hand clapping games help us learn rhythm and patterns, timing, and they fine-tune our memories. They teach cooperation, they build friendships, and above all, they bring joy. I'm going to ask if Ernie and Ruthie would like to demonstrate first. Which one are you doing?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Choco chocolala, choco chocolate, 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 chocolate.
And up next, we have Violet and Annie doing
Avocado.
Let's step over here so they can see.
Avocado, avocado, name the man of the game. If you mess up, you gotta change your name. A, B, C, C. So I have to change my name to a name that starts with C. Catherine?
Okay.
Catherine it is.
Okay. As they clapped, did you hear a rhythm? Did you feel a connection? These motions might look simple or not, and they also carry meaning. They carry memory and they carry history. They remind us that some of the most important learning does not come from books. It comes from play. So today, I invite all of you to remember the games that you played. Teach them to someone else, or find a partner in coffee hour and try them again. May we carry a bit of this playful wisdom with us today and in all the days that come. For RE, we are taking a short walk. If you need a jacket, please grab those, and anyone joining us, please grab your jackets as well. And we can get sung out.
That was so fun. Our first reading this morning is from the Reverend Pat Hortorfer, and it's called How Are the Children? Among the most accomplished and fabled tribes of Africa, no tribe was considered to have warriors more fearsome or more intelligent than the mighty Maasai. It is perhaps surprising, then, to learn the traditional greeting that passed between Maasai warriors. Kasirian and Jira, how are the children? One would always say to another. It is still the traditional greeting among the Maasai, acknowledging the high value that the Maasai always place on their children's well-being. Even warriors with no children of their own would always give the traditional answer, all the children are well. Meaning, of course, that peace and safety prevail, that the priorities of protecting the young, the powerless, are in place. That Maasai society has not forgotten its reasons for being, its proper functions and responsibilities. All the children are well means that life is good. It means that the daily struggles of existence do not preclude proper caring for the young. I wonder how it might affect our consciousness of our own children's welfare if in our culture we took to greeting each other with this daily question, and how are the children? I wonder if we heard that question and passed it along to each other a dozen times a day, it would begin to make a difference in the reality of how children are thought of or cared for in our own communities. What might be possible if every adult among us, parent and non-parent alike, shared responsibility for the daily care and protection of all the children in our community, in our country? I wonder if we could truly say without any hesitation, the children are well. Yes, all the children are well. What might it be like if we all began every day, every meeting, every gathering by posing the question, and how are the children? Are they all well? Wouldn't it be interesting to hear the answers? What might it be like? I wonder.
Today's speaker is Alicia Deaver. Alicia is the Executive Director of the RISE for Baby and Family. Her passion is early childhood education with a focus on social emotional development and helping families to support the unique needs of their children. She is a proponent of strengthening families by building inclusive communities that support children and families. Alicia has lived here in Keene since 2018. She has a degree in Child and Family Studies with an emphasis on child development, a master's degree in early intervention, and is currently enrolled in a doctoral program in the Human Development and Family Studies. Outside her work, she loves spending time with her family, cooking, baking, hiking, and simply enjoying nature. We welcome Alicia to the pulpit to tell us more about her work at the RISE program.
I like to move around too much when I talk, so I'll stay down here. Hi, I'm Alicia Deaver. Thank you, Carol, for just such a lovely introduction. It's amazing what you can find on the internet, but all of those words felt very familiar, so all of it true. So I, as Carol said, have been here since 2018, and it's a short 7 years, because when you're in the Monadnock region, if you live here anything under 25 years, you're a transplant and still new. But I truly feel connected with so many people who are here today, and I'm sure people online who I don't know, whether it's through RISE or through my daughter Violet. So thank you for welcoming her to sing and to clap this morning. Or through the many walks of life we are all on. And that's truly what I feel about RISE, and what makes RISE so special is it started in 1981, and I replaced Tony Ellsworth, who was the founding executive director of 37 years. So in our 43-year history, there has only been the 2 directors. And with that, we have served so many families as we provide early intervention services throughout the entire Monadnock region. So we're in Keene for sure, but we go all the way up to Walpole and Alstead. We go up to Stoddard, Antrim, Bennington, out to New Ipswich and Francistown, down to Hinsdale and Winchester, Jaffrey Ringe. So we're all around the Monadnock region connecting and serving families. Our primary services are supporting individuals who are at risk for developmental delays or who have a developmental disability. And so most people are familiar with preschool special education and special education in K through 12, and so that's what we do for infants and toddlers. However, infants and toddlers develop in the context of their family. And so we go to families' homes. We go to the Children's Museum, we go to libraries, we go to the playgrounds. We meet children and families where they're at and help them build the connection. And we help parents learn how their child is going to learn best so that they can parent their child best. So play is a very big part of what we do. We love to use the example of blowing bubbles during speech therapy. And some might see that just as play and non-productive, but in reality, we're building connection. We're working on the oral motor skills to be able to form words and sounds, right? We're working on the back and forth communication. So much is happening through play, and it's how our brains are wired, and it's how infants and toddlers really learn. And with that, I think that my biggest recurring thought that I keep talking about is building that connection. So just as it was said with the beginning of the service, as much as we can put down the cell phones, put down the devices, connect with one another, we are helping our children to grow and learn. And in this post-pandemic world, we're still seeing so much need for connection and stabilization. And it's how children and adults mitigate stress, right, is through play and through connection. So reaching out, having a conversation, engaging in play, going for a walk, going to the playground are all great ways that we can support children in their development. RISE is grown. When I started in 2018, we served around 245 children throughout the region in our early intervention program. This year, we're going to be serving over 500 children, which is huge. And most of them have come in the past few years. So as of July, we were serving 152 children in that month. Last month in April, we served 250 children. So it's just so much growth is happening, and our staff are growing, which is great. So we do have occupational therapists, physical therapists, speech language pathologists, mental health counselors, and educators on staff, which is great. The other component of RISE is our child care program. And so we do have a 26-slot child care program. And we serve only infants and toddlers. Hopefully one day we'll expand to also include preschoolers. But for right now, we're all just a couple blocks up on Washington Street. And and so lovely, fully inclusive child care program that helps to meet individual child's needs. And we with the infants and toddler programs, it is open to the community for the child care, and so we have children from all around whose parents usually work in Keene, so they may come. Trying to think of what else. So we, what's special about RISE too is we do bill insurance for our early intervention services, and then our child care program is parent pay, but for early intervention services, we have a very, very generous community that supports us and helps us to kind of get the gap between what we're reimbursed and all the additional services that go above and beyond for children that we're not reimbursed for. And no parent ever pays for their early intervention service. So not only is it state mandated, but also it's the right thing to do. Our services are accessible for anybody, and because we travel to families' homes or meet them out in the community where they're at, transportation is never a barrier for our services. A family's ability to pay is never a barrier for our services. We also do deliver some hybrid services. So sometimes we'll see children in childcare and then connect with families via video conference in the evenings when they're available and not at work. So helping to keep families working. We have a parent coaching is our predominant model for service, which means we want to help each parent to continue to be their child's first and best teacher. And we want to teach skills that help that parents carry on after the child graduates from RISE. And there was one other thing I was going to say, and just lost it. But what's special too, I guess, in closing, is that because we've been around since 1981 in the Monadnock region, we've served so many generations of families. And we continue to build those connections and continue to grow. And it's such a special thing. Every time I go do an event, every time I go do speaking, I feel like I meet so many people who have been through RISE services. And it's just really, really special how many lives we've touched and how many people we continue to work with and support. Whether a kiddo has significant medical needs because they were born at 40 or 32 weeks premature, or whether it's a simple speech delay and everything in between. So, yeah. that's all I have. So I don't know if any questions. Are we doing that? Last time I did that. Just want to make sure. Yes. If there are Medicaid cuts, it could potentially, we're waiting to see how all that's going to pan out. But Medicaid is our biggest payer and revenue source for early intervention services. So it could be a few $1,000s to, a few $100,000. So we're kind of waiting and seeing. Right now we're okay, but hopefully there won't be too many. Yes. Do you do diagnosis? We do not. So if a child is suspected like autism or genetic condition or other things, we work with the pediatricians and the primary care providers and then do the referrals to the appropriate places for diagnostic. We do, for determine eligibility for services, we use what's called the Hawaii Early Learning Profile. So we might determine that there's a delay of 33% in one area of development, but we don't do any diagnostics. Yes? We are. Oh, yes, thank you. So I'll start with Toddler Fest. So Toddler Fest is Saturday, June 7th from 9 to noon at Rise, and that is a free event for families with young children. And so we're going to have a horse from Freedom Reigns. We always have bubbles and art and snacks and our playground. So it's a really just enjoyable time. So we invite the community out for that. And then on Wednesday, June 18th at the Keene Country Club from 6 to 8 p.m., we have our annual fundraiser, the Tastes of the Season. And with that, there's a lot of local food, wineries, breweries, distilleries who have samples of all their delectable bites. So you pay for a ticket and you come in, and then you get to enjoy all the offerings. And there's also going to be a raffle on site. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you all for having me today. And I did bring a few brochures if anybody needs any. So.
Thank you. Thank you, Alicia. Now is the time for our offering. If you would like to write a check for the RISE program, please make it out to KUUC with RISE in the memo line.
Please sing along.
Yesterday a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Then the child moved 10 times round the season, skating revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. And go round and round and round in the circle game.
We dedicate these gifts in service of our mission to actively create compassionate community and to work for a fair and peaceful world. So now I have a second reading and a ritual. How are the children? This question may be hard to answer in this fragmented and fragile time. I believe that the people in this sanctuary today understand just how important it is to nurture, to educate, support, and keep safe the children. After all, the mindful care of the youngest among us is the cornerstone of our society. When we prioritize the care of children, we help them to become strong, resilient, compassionate beings, and they in turn help to build the dream. This includes the child that lives still within each of us. As with most dreams, it requires of us the fierce and steadfast commitment of community. And so I share the following reading and ritual with you this morning. The reading is from Adrienne Marie Brown. It is our turn to carry the world. We are each other's safety. Right now, every day, decide who you will protect. Yourself, your own, who else? It's time to cover all we love, land, creature, place, person. Intertwine your roots with mine. In this way, our lives become miracles. There will be strangers. They will become comrades. We will each say our needs. We will learn to let community come closer. Each part of us is a shield. Our words, our trust, our hearts, our bodies in action, and the freedom to think for ourselves. We are the adaptation no oppressor can imagine. Our love is water, form, shifting power, river, vapor, life. We flood each other with belonging. We are building our stamina. We dream of the real world. We carry God and see God in each of our faces. Your holiness is not too heavy for me. Not for me. Our attention and courage show us the next stand to take, the next hill on which to hold each other, and if needed, the next hiding place. Survive. Our imagination and memory find the wisdom of our ancestors. Find our future in the rubble. Find the seeds in our songs. We choose our freedom. We keep our souls intact, safer than any cage of empire. We know something better is coming. We are each other's safety. We see each other's freest selves. We hold on tight to each other in public, in private. over and underground, and we will never let go. We will never let go. And so it is our turn to carry the world, a community safety ritual. In your order of service, you have a piece of paper and you should have a pencil to write down your responses. If you don't, you can raise your hand and one of our nice ushers will come and give you one. Now the responses, this is for you. This is for you to take with you. You can add to it at home if you choose. So now in this space made sacred by our presence together, bring to mind and quietly write the names of those you commit to protecting, specific names, and targeted groups of people. It can be a long list or a short one. It just needs to be a true commitment for you. We will proceed in silence for a few minutes. I will ring the chime to end. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. This chant from Nichiren Buddhism is believed to embody the all-pervading nature of the universe, helping to connect one's inner potential and transform negative karma. So let's try to repeat this together 3 times. It's not written in your order of service. So the first word is Nam, Myoho, Renge, Kyo. Nam, Myoho, Renge, Kyo. Nam, Myoho, Renge, Kyo. Nam, Myoho, Renge, Kyo. Now take this piece of paper home and memorize it. This is your spell of community safety. When you have it in your tongue, in your heart, in your bones, bury it into dirt that you love. So the earth holds this commitment with you and with us. May it be so. Many of us have family rituals to bring the day to its end with quiet and grace. It may be a time to witness and be grateful for the day that has passed. It may be an exhausted prayer for peace and quiet. Often there is a song, a lullaby. So now if you can rise as you are able and join in singing hymn number 409, Sleep My Child. Our words for leave-taking are "It's Flung" by the Reverend Scott Taylor. Joy doesn't simply arise, it flies, it flings. No, it's flung. It is passed, it is spread between you and me, between the one who just received a gift and the one who's been looking for it, and oh so long. It's a beautiful and elegant contagion over which we have more control than we know if only we share it. If we only notice that joy is not ours to keep, but ours to pass on. So let's light up the world, friends. Joy blesses us with its exuberance, so we can make the blessings grow. Our postlude today. Chalice. Oh, we have to extinguish the chalice? Such a shame. I invite Betsy Zimmerly back up to... Thank you all. I always need a reminder for something. Do we have words in the order of service for extinguishing the chalice? That is such a good thing. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts and share with the world until we are together again. And I'd just like to thank Karen and Carl and all of the musicians today. They did such a great job. Thank you. And our postlude is Tell All the World About Love.
About singing till everybody is singing in tune. It's a song of peace, a song of joy, a song for every little girl and boy, a song that says we love you. About love, tell all the world about singing, tell everybody